The Simpsons.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last episode of Simptember. So, originally, I had a different plan for Simptember, where I was going to review every episode of The Simpsons season 1 in order, like as separate videos, and so I kind of pushed them off for a while, and I kind of got like bored of like doing them, and so I'm changing Simptember. Also, I thought how I like edited each one was kind of bad. I made a very lazy character. You know what I'm talking about. So to close off Simptember, I decided that for now on each Simptember, I'm going to review 3 random episodes of a season, and then at the last episode, kind of do a bracket thing to end off the season, where I put all the episodes of a certain season of the and I put them into this bracket app. Yeah. So since this episode has an odd number of episodes, I put the episodes into a randomization app, and the app chose to random episodes from this season, and so I'm gonna call this the pre-round. And so the episodes of the pre-round that are going head to head are the Telltale Head and Call of the Simpsons. Now these are 2 that we didn't review this September. So basically, the plot of the Telltale Head is Bart cuts the head off of the Jebediah Springfield statue that's in the middle of town, and Call of these Simpsons is basically Simpsons go on a camping trip, but it of course goes wrong. And so I'm gonna give this to the Telltale Head, just because I think this is a much deeper episode than Call of these Simpsons. Don't get me wrong, I still like the episode Call of these Simpsons. I just think the Telltale Head more strengthens the relationships of the characters than Call of the Simpsons. So I'm gonna give this to the Telltale Head.
It's good! It's good! It's good! Simpson, Homer Simpson, he's the greatest guy in history.
Bart the Genius versus Some Enchanted Evening. Now, I think these are 2 of the weaker episodes. Yeah, so Bart the Genius is one we actually covered this September, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail on that episode. If you want more detail on that, watch my review of it. I might somehow have it linked. So Some Enchanted Evening, though, is the ending of this season, and it was actually one of the, but the thing about this is, I believe if I'm thinking of my Simpsons knowledge correctly, this was the first episode that got fully made, but the problem was they didn't like the animation of that episode, and so the animation of this specific episode got changed a lot. And I think you can really tell in the episode of Some Enchanted Evening that this was one of the earlier episodes they made. But with that being said, I'm going to give this to Bart the Genius because I think Some Enchanted Evening is a weaker episode. So.
Oh.
A comic book? How did this get mixed in here? We used it last week as a prop in a film we made about illiteracy.
Roasting on an Open Fire versus Homer's Odyssey. Now, these are surprisingly two episodes that the other two episodes that I reviewed here on the channel. So if you want more detail into those, watch those episodes. But yeah, these are two really good episodes. I think in Homer's Odyssey, the first part of the episode I like more than the last part. Rather than Simpsons roasting on an open fire, I think that one is consistent throughout. I'm gonna give this the Simpsons roasting on an open fire for this round, or for this bracket.
And what would you like, little boy?
You're not really a Santa, Tubby.
Why, you little...
There's no disgrace like Home versus Moaning Lisa. So, and there's no disgrace like Home. That's an episode where Homer takes the family to get some help from a therapist. And Moaning Lisa is the episode. Second grade has Lisa playing the blues solo, and Homer seeks to wage to beat Bart at video boxing. I think that since this one doesn't have one plot that's consistent throughout, it chooses to have multiple plots sprinkled throughout the episode. I'm gonna give this to No Disgrace like Home.
Gee, you think we should leave the kids unsupervised?
You're right. There.
Crepes of Wrath versus Life on the Fast Lane. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm choosing Life on the Fast Lane because I really love how that episode ends. I think Crepes of Wrath. Let me explain the two plots. Crepes of Wrath is Bart gets sent to another country while another student from the other country comes to live with the Simpsons in Bart's place. Life on the Fast Lane is challenges Marge and Homer's relationship, and I know there's a couple of episodes that do this on this list, but I think this one does. I think this one doesn't. Isn't my favorite way that they do it, so I'm gonna choose Life on the Fast Lane for this one.
Quite smooth, isn't it,
Oh,
Marge?
very smooth.
Smooth?
Yes, very.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Smooth.
Smooth?
Yes.
Yes.
Homer's Night Out versus Krusty Gets Busted. Now, this is a really challenging bracket because these are two really good episodes. Homer's Night Out is when a picture of Homer and a belly dancer gets spread throughout town, and Marge gets really mad. So this is another one that kind of challenges their relationship. But Krusty Gets Busted is the first appearance of Sideshow Bob, which is probably my favorite Simpsons character in general, because all of Sideshow Bob's episodes are like really great. And so I think I'm giving this to Krusty Gets Busted. Even though Homer's Night Out is a really good and really memorable episode, I still really love Krusty Gets Busted. So Bart the General versus the Telltale Head. For this one, these are two really similar episodes because the plot is Bart, and both of these Bart is interacting with the other cool kids that are kind of almost a threat to him. But in Bart the General, Bart has to deal with a bully, so he changed this army in a way. And the Telltale Head we've already talked about. But as far as which episode I like more, I think maybe Bart the General, just because I think that one got a little more creative with the animation. And I know that's maybe a dumb reason why to put this, but I just think these are two similar episodes, and these are two Bart-centric episodes, so it's kind of hard to choose between them. That may get some people mad, but I'm just going to go with Bart the General for that one. And with that being said, that's the end of round 1. Let's go to round 2.
Am I making myself? Got him. You, up in the tree. The tall gray-haired kid. Get your butt down here right now.
Simpson, Homer Simpson. He's the greatest guy in history.
Bart the General versus There's No Disgrace Like Home. Now, I think I'm going to tell you right now, I think I'm going to go with There's No Disgrace Like Home, because even though Bart the General won that last round, those were two similar episodes, and I think those are two weaker episodes, but There's No Disgrace Like Home, though. I think that's a really good episode. I think just because it tries to give it tries to show that Homer cares about his family. I'm gonna say There's No Disgrace Like Home is the winner for this bracket, because I think that's a much deeper episode than Bart the General was.
Drink the drink that I have made. Hey, brother, pour the wine. He's here at last, my one and only. Goodbye, friends, and don't be lonely.
Roasting on an Open Fire versus Life on the Fast Lane. Some people may not like me for this, but I'm gonna go with Life on the Fast Lane, just because even though Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire is a Christmas classic, Life on the Fast Lane has a deeper plot and strikes more emotion on not just Marge and Homer, but the impact that their relationship has on the Simpsons head as well. So Life on the Fast Lane wins over Roasting on an Open Fire.
You hungry?
Yes.
Four onion rings.
Bart the Genius versus Krusty Gets Busted. Now, and you know, Krusty Gets Busted obviously wins, but because I think that one just is a better episode. I don't know. You've heard my opinions on both of these episodes, but I think Krusty Gets Busted is the first appearance of Sideshow Bob, and while Bart the Genius is a good episode, I just think for that one, I just don't think that one tells as great as a Bart centric like a story than Krusty Gets Busted. So, with that being said, let's continue.
You can emerge now from my chips. The opportunity to prove yourself a hero is long gone.
Simpson, Homer Simpson, he's the greatest guy in history.
There's not a number of episodes since we only have 3 episodes left, and so the 2 that were placed in a bracket were Life on the Fast Lane versus There's No Disgrace Like Home. This is really tough because these are 2 of my favorite episodes of the season, but I think I'm going to choose Life on the Fast Lane just because the ending of that shows how much Marge and Homer love each other. So I'm choosing Life on the Fast Lane. I love both of these episodes. Don't get me wrong. It's just we're in the semi-final round, and this is the only bracket since we have an odd number. And so even though I love There's No Disgrace Like Home, Life on the Fast Lane, I think is obviously a better episode, and it tells a better and deeper story than There's No Disgrace Like Home did.
13 AA.
13 AA?
From the town of Springfield, he's about to hit a chestnut tree.
Okay, and now we're at the finals. The final 2 episodes are Krusty Gets Busted and Life on the Fast Lane. Now, this is really tough.
Think hard.
Oh, me thinking hard. It's not easy.
No.
These are well, once again, 2 really good episodes, but the story that Life on the Fast Lane tells, and how it deepens the relationship of all the characters, while Krusty Gets Busted mainly just only tells a deeper, like, Bart story rather than how Krusty going to jail impacts all the family. And while Life on the Fast Lane, and you see how all of the family is reactions and how this is impacting all of them. So I think Life on the Fast Lane is a better episode, and that is the winner for season 1.
Hey, what'll I tell the boss?
Tell him I'm going to the back seat of my car with a woman I love, and I won't be back for 10 minutes.
So that comes to an end for September 2021. So I will do this again next year for next year's September, but only with season 2 of The Simpsons. Now, how that's gonna play out is I'm going to review 3 episodes of my choice to review separately, and y'all can comment down below on this video which episode of season 2 of The Simpsons you would like for me to review, and it's Wally, and that's the 4th and final episode first for September 2022. I will be doing this bracket thing once I can, but for every episode of season 2 of the Simpsons, and so stay tuned next year for that. And so that's what'll be happening. That's how every September will play out, but it'll be for a different season of the Simpsons each time. But next year is season 2 of The Simpsons, so get hyped for that. I will see you next September for Simptember. Bye, y'all.
Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter, every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Every time we say goodbye, goodbye.